Who's got the biggest dick is Batista.
Oh, really? Well, hey, cold open.
I will say, before we start, I will say the only celebrity dick I have seen is Kyrie Irving's. And it's fucking huge.
Okay, double cold open. This is great. This is going to open up the show. Are you fucking kidding me, Dave?
This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Bro Gang, we are joined by the Raj of the Ring, Captain Kirk Given Head, that's Galaxy Brains, the John's General, the Pokemon Master of Throwing Fits merch, gotta catch 'em all, the King of Columnists, the Baron of Berets, the Casual Suiting Sultan. It's a Schilling pod. We're talking Bloody Osiris, not Bloody Socks, the Maestro of the movies, the Pharaoh of the flicks, the LA Times Titan, Vox's newest vixen, podcast host and writer, Dave Schilling. Dave, how are you doing?
That was a great intro. I gotta say, man.
Not as good as your intro talking about Kyrie Irving's gigantic penis.
Oh, okay. So but people don't know what we were talking about off the air.
No, they're going to know because we're going to put it in front of the show 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Is that...
Well, his dick's huge.
Is that...
His dick.
His dick is huge. Is that intro that live up to expectations? Because I feel like you're bringing expectations. So this is your whole life has been leading up to this moment.
Listen, I'm a legend. And I feel like I'm in the presence of fellow legends. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think that was on par with what I deserve.
Are you throwing
but not above and beyond?
Are you throwing Fitz's number one fan?
No, it's that guy Dave.
Dave,
that dude is the number one
Dave
fan.
McNamee, bro.
Rules.
I give love to people I respect in the business. Yeah. That's what I do.
The Emperor of Uncles, fucking Dave McNamee, bro. Shout out to fucking mustachioed legend Dave, because your entire moment has been leading up to this fucking pod. Your entire life has been leading up to this moment. That's what I mean.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're gonna do a fit check. I'm not even gonna ask you top down, bottom up. Just go off, King. Just do you.
Well, you know, I mean, I got plenty of law enforcement officers in my family, but I'm gonna break with tradition. I'm gonna go bottom up with the fit check.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
So first thing, I'm gonna show them off if I can reach.
Oh yeah, flexible. Get that. Oh my. Here we go. Are you getting up there? He's getting up there.
What is that? What is that?
Yo, don't fucking pull a hammy, my guy.
I know. It's
Scoochies. Oh, it's Scoochie.
I did it because my good friend Alana Levinson was on the show a couple months ago.
She was.
And she's like, I'm not going to spend $700 on Gucci loafers. I'm not rich. And I'm like, I'm close enough. I'm going to buy them and I'm going to show off on the show. Yeah.
That's damn, dude. I like that where that's like a sisterhood of the traveling Gucci loafers where it's like, you know, if you want to come on the pod and you want to fit check with the best of them and you're going bottom up, you better have a strong foundation.
It was
much stronger than Gucci.
Have your podcast loafers shipped out? Yeah, well, that's what's stronger than Gucci.
No, of course they haven't.
God damn it.
No,
they're in
Yo, check your spam, fam.
Secaucus, New Jersey right now, waiting with the rest of my shit that I bought.
No, 100%. They're coming.
And why does everything come from Secaucus, New Jersey, by the way? Like every time I look on UPS, it's like Secaucus, New Jersey. It's on its way in 2 weeks.
It's Jawnhub, dude.
It's a portal.
That's Jawnhub, bro. Get familiar.
Yeah, so pants. Let's talk pants. These are Issei Miyake.
Were the Gucci's crushable heel, or would you just crush?
I'm gonna crush the fucking heel. By the way, it's like a Camel Crush. You know, I'm gonna get the menthol flavor.
Yeah, dude.
I smoke those raw, and I don't crush I don't crush the heel.
You better get them while you can, bro. Biden just fucking outlawed menthols.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck him, first of all. I want to
take it, Joe.
Yeah, you're gonna pry those menthols from pry those Newports from my fucking
menthol
fresh
fingertips,
cold dead hands. You fucking old bitch.
Sweet cool lungs. That's what I got from my fucking menthol.
Wait, so no socks are moving up the pants.
No socks. No, I'm an LA guy, man. I wear the no show sock, or I wear no sock at all.
Okay.
If I got the Bostons on, no socks.
Of course.
Loafers, no socks. I'll wear socks with like a derby shoe or something because I'm not trying to fuck my ankle up.
Right. But white tee with the Gucci's are typically, since you're the LA guy.
Yeah, no socks with the Gucci's. No way.
Okay,
no.
Respect.
And then the pants, Issei Miyake.
the pleats.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm sitting on these this long. By the way, it's 90 minutes. I'm gonna be sitting on these fucking pants.
Do they flatten out? James and I have only rented. We've only had the pleasure of renting shorts. Only plissé shorts. But I don't have the. I didn't put the work in to see if the pleats actually fucking flatten if you're on your ass all day.
It's on the tag. It says, "Do not sit too long in these pants, otherwise the pleats will get blown out." And I got a fat fucking ass.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
You're like a dad with poor circulation on a flight. You got to take a fucking lap every fucking 2 hours. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I just get up. My girlfriend's like, "Where are you going?" Like, I don't want to fuck the pleats. Yeah, I'm on pleat watch right now.
Damn, good intel. That's the kind of fucking unusable recon we have on Throne.
That's a cranial gem.
Gentlemen out there, if you get the Issei Miyake joints, don't sit on them too long. Exactly. 90 minutes tops. Get up, go for a walk. Then you go to the gas station, get yourself some Cheetos, come home. Yeah.
Cop some menthols and keep it pushing.
Get your Fitbit to alert you, like, yo, time to stand up.
I got an Apple Watch. Come on, man. I'm not broke. I'm not rocking a Fitbit.
Shout out Stavi one time.
Stav rocking a Fitbit?
Yes, he was on record being
that explains a lot.
Fuck an Apple Watch. He was like, the shit is fucking 100% bullshit.
Keeps me on my grind, man.
All right.
I'm getting emails, text messages, tweets
on the wristicle.
You're Hollywood, bro. That's the thing. Stav is a man of the people. You're Hollywood, Dave.
No, yeah, I am not. I am not on his level in terms of being a fucking degenerate.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, moving up. We got a tee on? Is the tee tucked into the trousers?
No tuck in on this. Okay, I was tucking in earlier today, but I changed pants. This is from Smock, which is the in-house brand at Mohawk General Store. Shouts.
Oh, shit. Yeah, shout out
to that store. I love the homies.
Is Smock good?
I feel they treat me well. They treat me really
Smock is fucking pushed heavily by Mohawk. I mean, it has its own section in the store. Like, is it good?
Yeah, I think. I mean, the basics are great. The suiting is all right. You know, I think the seersucker stuff they do is perfect for LA. Like, I sweat like a motherfucker because I'm old and
giant ass,
fat ass. But Taylor at my wedding was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to blow these pants."
Sir, your ass is
your ass is so old.
I got Kyle Lowry ass for sure. Me and CP3 rocking.
God damn
ass. So I buy a lot of basics there just because.
Respect.
Good t-shirts, good pants.
Shout out Mohawk General Store.
How do the pants fit your dumper? Yeah, Kevin, you owe me Nemo, by the way.
Yeah, home plissé must be perfect for your fucking robust dump.
Exactly. Yeah. They didn't say the guys, the clerks at Mohawk General Store didn't say that, but they said it. The clerks, I don't know what the fuck it's called. The homies.
When you go to Foot Locker, do you say, "Excuse me, ref"? Excuse me, ref.
Time out.
The retail associates, bro.
There we go. Sales associate, retail associate.
There you go.
The boys.
Shop boys and girls.
They're like, yeah, this is going to be fine for your frame. Your chunky fucking fat guy.
Yo, if you hear your frame in fucking Virgil Abloh fucking scare quotes, you already know it's a fucking
like, tell me I have a fat ass without telling me I have a fat ass.
Yeah. My tailor said you have a large seat.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like my chair at home? No, man, that thing you're carrying around, that dump truck you got.
He's got a Herman Miller gaming chair back there, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's a big
Subaru Outback Bloomin' Onion.
That's right.
Okay, so we got the smock tee, and then what's the sport coat?
This is a Yoji Yamamoto vintage.
Ooh,
baby.
Vintage, of course. I know you've been reading opulent tips, bro. I see you out here.
Shout out to the homie Rachel.
Yeah, shout out Rachel.
One of the best writers doing it,
bar none.
Period. Across all genres.
Did she pay you to say all this?
Yeah. Nah, man, she's not listening. Funny and like smart.
She's not listening.
She's not listening to this.
Is this deep state opulent tip spawn con? Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, she gave me $50 to get.
She got you. What she got you is a fucking vintage Yoji Yamamoto fucking affiliate link
in the fucking newsletter.
Yeah,
this jacket. It was on the Real. I picked it up at the store on Melrose. It was all her.
Perfect. Out the fucking, I was gonna say off the rack, but out the box. Did you get any tailoring, or it was on point?
I didn't want anybody fucking with this jacket.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I'm gonna take a Yoji thing to a tailor, they're gonna be like, "Why are the sleeves so short?" Or "How come there's this weird wrinkle on the back?" Like, you don't get it, man.
Don't bring Tom Brown to your neighborhood dry cleaner. Is the fucking moral.
This doesn't fit your fit your seat, sir.
That's right, your seat. My tailor, this guy Art, who has an office in downtown, he's always like, "You want the sleeves shorter?" It's like, no, do not make them short, because when he did it, he fucked them up, and they're too short.
Well, yeah, it happens.
Shout out Too Short.
Yo, shout out Art. You might need a new tailor. I'm not trying to fucking take money out this man's fucking out his.
He does a good job, but mostly does a good job.
And then finally, let's talk about the spectacles. That's a Dave Schilling signature, right?
Garrett Light, California Optical. I try to buy things from companies here because I feel like we don't get a lot of respect from you two motherfuckers specifically.
Oh, you're talking about LA, yeah,
Los Angeles, California. Yeah,
the last time Garrett Light got mentioned on the podcast, it was due to his extremely racist coronavirus social media posts. But I mean, Garrett Light,
sure,
he took an L. Listen, it happens. People take L's, bro.
Yeah, he put the L in GLCO for sure.
Yeah, he's got problems.
But yo, shout out his dad. His dad is Oliver
Larry,
Peoples.
the legend.
Yeah, and you know what? Fucking, if that's your pedigree, maybe we'll let you get a social media. Some people need to just fucking get it out of their system. Jean Tuitu from APC. It happens, dude.
Yeah, Kenneth Cole with the
Arab Spring.
I forgot he was alive. My bad.
Bro, I don't know if he is.
I don't know, man. He should be in Guantanamo Bay, dude. Fucking get Kenneth Cole all the way the fuck out of here, dude.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Yes, please go.
In Los Angeles, there's a type of person who is the son or daughter of a famous person or a successful person.
Right.
9 times out of 10, they're going to fuck up.
Yeah,
they're going to fuck up. They don't know how to behave in normal society because they've never been told how to. Because their dad or their mom is always like, look, it's fine. We're rich. We'll just pay off the teacher who you spat on or the cop whose shoes you pissed on or, the person you hit with your Lamborghini.
Look at the Stark children.
Yeah. I mean, there you go.
And Freddie B or some shit. What's her name?
Frankie B. Frankie B. Stark, blackface job. Poorly played, Frankie B. Also, people don't say this enough, but James and I, we are both the sons of Bill and Ted, Keanu Reeves and then the other guy. And
the other guy is named Alex Winter.
Yeah. Exactly.
He did a great documentary on Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
And he did porn. He's a good dude. And he did porn.
And he did porn, which we will get to. Okay, I think that is, long story short, half an hour later.
Lest we forget the panties. What are the panties?
The panties.
Calvin Klein.
Okay.
Boxer briefs?
Nice.
Boxer briefs, yeah.
Okay. Like extra room in the seat?
No, I like him tight. I like him tight around the keister, man.
Snapping on the cheeks like a rubber band.
Dave Schilling, I purchase gas spectacles from gaslighting racists in my Calvins.
We'll get to this later, but my ex-wife, of course, like we talked about this. She knows everybody. She knows Garrett, and she's like, "Why do you buy stuff from him? He sucks." I'm like, I know, but the glasses are cool.
Garrett
man.
Light is getting a lot of smoke. Shout out Garrett Light. If you want to come on the podcast and defend yourself, I don't know, talk to our fucking booking agent. But I'll take some free shades, dude. I'm fucking
come correct, apologize, Garrett Light. This is your time to
some
apologize.
Misinformation, dude. He was focused on bat soup. It happened to at least one out of every 3 moms on Facebook.
He's listening to government leadership.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast.
Complete fit check. Thank you so much.
Oh, drink check. What are you sipping on right there? What are you sipping on?
What are you sipping on, fam? Oh, nice.
Dry martini.
You requested this.
I had 2 bottles of wine.
You requested this podcast occur at 5 p.m. your time so that you wouldn't feel like a fucking total
popping
alcoholic.
off. Yeah, I got to pop off.
The problem with that kind of, the 5 p.m. LA call time, and then that's 8 p.m. here is I've had 2 bottles of wine, dude. I'm a disaster. But I did this for Dave specifically. I've been sober on a lot of pods, and we're getting after it.
Yeah, this is a boys only as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, and a little after Dizzle, dude.
Let's go, baby. Yeah.
All right, Dave. You just launched a podcast that you co-host called Galaxy Brains, where you guys go into a fucking deep rabbit hole on a single movie. You just did Kong vs. Godzilla vs. Kong. You got Mortal Kombat coming up. When you launch, here's kind of like just 35,000 foot, big strategy question. When you launch a podcast in a podcast scape where there's only one podcast that matters, like why waste everyone's time?
Well, they paid me.
Oh, okay. I like that.
So even I said to the president of Vox, I said, look, man, there's only one podcast.
This is not Mr. Vox.
Hey, Vox. Hey,
Nigel Vox.
This is all. There's only one. We're not going to beat him. why try? But he's like, look, what if we gave you the bag? And I said, I'll take that bag. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation.
I'll take the bag. You still put me on the fashion and beauty charts.
What you're saying is you're a fucking mercenary, dude. You're a Hessian, dude. You don't give a fuck.
Gun for hire.
Get paid. But I also enjoy the show. It's fucking fun. It's great. I get to hang out with my friend Jonah Ray once a week. We talk about movies. We get to have good guests that have smart opinions about stuff. So it's great. I mean, the money comes first.
Well, then here's the $1 million question, Dave. What are the long-term goals of Galaxy Brain, and how would you consider whether or not the show is successful? Because it's definitely not going to matter, at least in terms of,
definitely
scientific fucking representation.
I got to say, it will be successful for me if we do better than every Ringer podcast.
Oh, okay. Go on. I like that.
Oh, that's all.
That's it.
I don't want to say anything more other than touche. We could say I have beef with Bill Simmons. And if you want to know why, you can Google it. It's out there.
We're going to get into that a little bit. So you've done what? Godzilla vs. Kong. You've done the Snyder Cut. Yep. What was like the third episode about?
The third one was about Mighty Ducks, man.
Mighty Ducks.
The new Mighty Ducks show, Game Changers.
So it's not just, how's everyone doing in that franchise? A lot of them look fucking rough. Like it looked like if you put like a photo of Fashion Bros next to a photo of Throwing Fits.
That's a good question. I mean, Emilio has looked better. He could look better. I mean, I feel like everybody in LA that gets to be a certain age, you start doing work. You start doing self-service on your face.
Have you reached that age where you're doing the injections and the lips?
It's not about the age. It's about
he's off-camera talent. He's
money coming in. Yeah. It's about the money coming in. I would clean up a little bit.
You don't need the ass shots. You don't need the ass shots. That's for sure.
No, I got the Kardashian dumper already.
Yeah, tell Dr. Miami to fucking sit at home.
I guess though, I mean, like you could do a little like Botox. They do Botox in the fucking voice box. They do that.
Yeah, I think they can do that. I think that's what Adele got or something. Got those cleaned up. That smooth voice box.
Those pipes, dude, for professional.
Yeah, so you got the bag, but like, what are the kind of medium and long term goals for Galaxy Brains?
Yeah. I mean,
for you personally,
number one on every chart. Doesn't matter if it's fashion and beauty. Doesn't matter if it's sports. Doesn't matter if it's movies, TV, politics, news, culture. Doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna be.
What chart are you on?
TV and film.
Okay. How competitive is that? Because James and I like fashion and beauty because it's our weight class. You know what I'm saying?
I can't find that chart. Is that real?
It's a real chart, Dave.
I did a little research on you guys before I came on the show. And I was like,
don't be chart watching. Don't be chart watching another man's pod. Where is this in
comparison to Corporate Lunch or like Blammo or something? Can't find the chart. Not sure it's real.
Interesting.
We'll send you the screenshots.
We'll go on the back end of Apple Insights.
Are you beating the Ringer?
No, I mean, we just started, man. But we're coming for the watch, which is
Shout out Fantasy. Shout out fucking Chris Ryan.
I know them both.
As a movieman, as a filmsman, Dave, we just dropped. We're a bit cinephiles ourselves. We like to have sex with movies. We just dropped some new merch featuring 3 of our favorite flicks: The Face Off, joint that I got right now, which I know that you purchased. Boom. Old Boy, which is a bit of a sleeper in that it's foreign. It's not available.
Only seen the Spike Lee remake on it.
Oh, Dave, you son of a bitch!
I had to see it. No, I've seen the original. I was just joking. God. I had to interview Spike Lee for Vice when I worked at Vice.
Yo, his version is so bad with Josh.
It's terrible.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be Will Smith?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
which would have been a fucking incredible disaster, but it would have been better than with Josh Brolin trying to seriously do it.
Fucking sucked. And I saw the movie the day before, thought it was terrible, went to the W Hotel in Hollywood to do the interview with him. And he's just like sandbagging me, man. I was like, as a black person as well, I just want to say thank you for all the things you've done. And he's like, okay.
Wow.
I don't know if he's hungover or just pissed off, but he did not want to.
Maybe he saw through your clear pandering.
The pandering. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
You gotta
get the race card as soon as you met him.
No. This is, I am exaggerating a little bit. I shook his hand first and said, my name's Dave. Then I pulled the race card.
Did you shake his hand or did you dap him up?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's a problem.
Did you dap up and introduce yourself as Dave X and then try to get into it?
No, I just put on my best honky voice.
So you blew that. So that was a piece. So that interview was a piece of shit.
Half me.
Did you wear crazy sneakers to interview him?
No, I wore some like Clarks or something.
Maybe that's another reason.
Were you self-conscious of how you were getting fly to meet Spike Lee?
No, I mean, I think the funny thing is when I worked at Vice, my style was terrible. I looked like shit all the time.
Okay.
I looked fucking awful. So I think.
What are the years we're talking about here?
2012 to 2015.
Oh, and that was
prime
peak,
looking like shit years. But that was sure. There was some probably bad American apparel in there.
And that was peak Vice. That was peak Vice aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was rocking the ring too. I was wearing my ring.
Oh, I love that though. I love that. Yo, shout out Eddie Wong. Eddie used to wear the ring, and
how was
I know. I remember.
Yeah. How was the sexual abuse in Vice in those days?
Exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Sorry,
it was real.
It's facts only.
It's not funny, but it is definitely true. That place was fucked up.
Were you one of the guys were you one of the execs that got like a fucking sports car just like because you were like well liked by the boys?
Oh yeah, I was an exec.
Yeah,
you're right, James.
You see that Peter Luger's every day getting a fucking Ferrari as a bonus. What he's
not. No,
it was me and Shane rolling up to Luger's. Just
Gavin. No,
the hundreds.
Gavin, I agree. Masculinity in the West has really kind of faded. I think we should do something about it.
Damn, Gavin McGinnis. Yo, it's on site, man. Yo, James, you should, or Dave, either of you guys, but not me. You should do a celebrity boxing match with fucking Gavin McGinnis for like 50 G's on Triller. That would be good.
I would tear him up.
You would tear that ass up, dude.
I train like my guy, old boy, and just fucking punch the wall for 6 months. And the third
Bring
movie,
a hammer in.
Exactly. Oh yeah, sorry. Let's get back on track. That was the big tangent. We gotta get back on track. Get a lot of show to do.
The third movie of the merch capsule, the dark mode capsule, was Lawrence's top 3. The Social Network.
One of my favorites.
Where do those movies rank in your top movies of all time?
All right, Social Network. I don't like.
What?
Why not?
How? When you say don't like it, like you talking 3 out of 5 stars? Or you're saying it's dog shit?
I think it's like 3. It's a fine movie. It's mid.
Wow.
It's mid.
Mids. Damn, I hate that. I hate it had to be
Lawrence.
Anyway,
I don't know why Lawrence put this movie on a fucking pedestal, but
it's incredible.
That's all you can say about it. Oh, it's incredible. But
no,
okay, so Dave,
Fincher and Sorkin together.
This is Dave's pod.
I went to film school, man. I loved Fincher back in the day. Look, I probably had a Fight Club poster in my fucking dorm like a dork.
Wow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we all did, dude.
But
and Boondock Saints too. You know what I'm saying? Equilibrium. It was a fire. Maybe Layer Cake if you were enlightened. You know,
Clockwork Orange, baby. Yeah. I don't know. Like I just feel like
it's my beer pong poster.
Too fucking soon to do a movie about Facebook, man. All this
but it's not about that, man.
Now I know it's not about that, but it doesn't matter. It's still about Facebook.
Okay, so you're hurting my feelings. So what about Face Off next? Where does that rank?
A fucking Stone Cold classic.
Yeah,
one of the greats of all time.
Sure,
so good. I mean, the fact that they went to the trouble of creating these insane characters that they knew that they could just swap in the
yeah.
John Woo, the God, like it's
First American feature.
Fucking movie.
Yeah, damn,
so good.
And he came out the gate like on fucking fire with that. That's
and it was in that period of blockbusters where it was like right before CGI when they were still doing like real explosions and shit.
100%. Yeah, I remember even just seeing the previews and it being like, this feels like the biggest event film. That was what, 97?
Something like that.
You know, so I'm 10 years old, but just knowing the trailer and being like, this is can't miss. And I'm never going to watch it. Right. Or I can't watch it now, but like it is crucial to my existence to see this. Like that.
This is how I felt about
Kings.
This is how I felt about Independence Day when I saw that trailer.
Woo!
Yeah. Holy shit.
100% same.
They blew up the fucking White House in a movie. God damn. And that was back when movies could have
pre 9/11
just crazy premises. Pre 9/11 to blow up whatever you want. But no, I mean, like you could have just like a weird premise for a movie and that was enough. It didn't have to be based on a comic book or another movie.
Right. Existing IP.
It could be, what if aliens came to Earth on Independence Day and then they blew up the White House?
And Randy Quaid was there.
What if these two crazy dudes switch faces? That's enough. Let me just have a movie like that.
One of the last things I did during my time at Complex, I was very proud of, was the oral history of the president's speech in Independence Day. That read.
All right.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah. We got Bill Pullman. We got Vivica A. Fox. We got Roland. What the fuck? Emmerich.
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah. The director.
We got Bill Clinton's speechwriter at the time, who was like, yeah, that speech was gas.
Is that will be what Bill Pullman is remembered for, right? Like 1,000%.
Yeah, either that or Lost Highway.
Okay, so
it's a David Lynch movie.
And where's
I'm familiar, Dave. I'm just thinking.
All right, I was making sure.
Not all of us went
It's
to
for the
film school.
audience to tell.
Yes,
it's for the audience. It's like what lots I wait.
Sorry, we didn't all graduate summa cum laude from fucking film school, dog.
No, man, I was not even close. I was like a 3.2.
UC Irvine Community College. And then where?
Yes, never mind.
Where does Old Boy rank? In
what about
the Dave
Old Boy?
Schilling?
Also a classic.
Yes, sir.
A great fucking movie. Revenge films are some of the best.
Oh, 100%.
Pure human emotion. And then just the one of the best fight scenes of all time.
The fucking hammer shit. Yeah.
Out of control. Yeah. Why remake a movie like that? And
I think that's the point, right?
Spike Lee that question. And he said, for the money.
Yeah, you got just like you with the podcast. You got a bag, dude.
I had to get that bag. Yeah.
No. All men are ultimately corrupted by a big enough bag.
Is that from The Dark Knight?
Abraham Lincoln said that, bro.
Is that what Harvey did said The Dark Knight?
Exactly.
So these movies are kind of scattered. Like, so you're out on Social Network. Old Boy and Face Off are blastics in your mind. But what are your top 5 flicks of all time?
Ooh,
Dave Schilling.
Great question. Okay.
Galaxy Brain question.
I'm going to go with Broadcast News, the William Hurt, Albert Brooks, and oh boy, what's her name?
That's the one where he's like, I'm mad as hell.
No, it's
Network.
That's Network, doggy. But Broadcast News is very fucking good and an essential. That's an essential watch.
Holly Hunter. Sorry, I don't know why I blanked on that.
But Network,
a classic fucking movie.
I'm mad as hell.
That's Network. Guys, come on.
Sorry, James.
It's fine.
You only know that because of The Simpsons, bro. Probably, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, Broadcast News directed by James L. Brooks, who co-created The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Small world.
That's why
man.
Dave's on the pod for fucking
that's right.
gems.
Okay, next one, Deep Red by Dario Argento. Horror movie, classic from the 70s. Giallo. Check that out if you haven't seen it.
Is that a foreign film?
Foreign film. It's Italian. It's dope.
You know
how scary is it? Is it like it's like jump scares or is it like
there's a couple jump scares. There's like a doll that like comes out of a closet.
No.
All right, if you can't handle
not as scary as getting some red sauce on your new white OCBD. You know what I'm saying? So we got 2 slots. What's 3?
2 slots. Let's see. I'm gonna go with 24-Hour Party People.
Ooh,
Steve Coogan.
Fuck yeah, dude.
One of my favorite movies in college. You know how back in the day when like you were a kid and you were really fucking young, you could just go out whenever you wanted to.
We still
maybe
do.
You still do, Larry. Maybe you still do.
No, we remember.
But like you put on a DVD and you just run a movie you love and you're fucking pre-gaming and stuff. This was my pre-game movie.
Really?
When the fellas came over, like 2002, 2003.
It's like a fictional retelling of the Factory Record story. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of,
and I loved all that music back then. Sure, Joy Division, Happy Mondays, all that stuff.
Ooh, maybe we get some good outro music. But yeah, keep going. Okay, so that's an amazing fucking pick. Salute to fucking you,
classic,
Dave.
A classic.
All right, we're 60% of the way there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Twin Peaks movie, Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
Did people fuck with that like generally, or were they
back when it came out?
Yeah,
famously booed at the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
It was like, I think it was like the opening night movie or the closing night movie. It might have been even out of competition.
Lynch wrote and directed that. I've never seen it. I'm not a Twin Peaks guy.
The show got canceled in 91. I think 92 is when the movie came out, and people just fucking hated it.
Really? What did you think at the time? Did you see it when it came out in theaters, or are you talking about?
Nah, man, I'm not that old. What the fuck? No, I was.
You are divorced, so
I was 12. You know what? You can get divorced in your.
You've got divorced in
your
30s. Imagine being a legend who got divorced at 11 years old. You'd be the best podcaster in the world.
I think there are crimes associated with what you're suggesting.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
Not in Italy.
Not in New York now. Yo, shout out Cuomo, bro. We're out here.
Oh, Christ. Remove this from the show. No, it's fine. I saw it after I saw the first season of Twin Peaks, which is a mistake. Don't fucking do that. If you haven't watched Twin Peaks yet, you're thinking about doing it, don't watch the movie after season 1. Because it spoils who the killer is.
Oh, so like watch the whole thing and then watch
the whole thing. Watch the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
But it's
I haven't seen the movie, but that seems pretty dumb. Yeah,
don't do that.
How many seasons of Twin Peaks are there? Twin Peaks?
3, 2,
3. There's the first, 3. The 2 from the 90s. And then the Showtime reboot.
What do you think of the reboot? Like,
it's incredible.
Yeah, people. It was like a sleeper.
I like things that are fucking weird. I like surrealism. I like stuff that doesn't 100% make sense when it's over, and it's genuinely scary. Twin Peaks, the movie, one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't sleep after it was over. But
this goes
against 15, but whatever.
This is recycled IP though, so it kind of goes against what we were talking about earlier.
It's not recycled because it's a continuing story.
Interesting.
And David Lynch is not a sellout. He's not a hack. That guy has been making like real art for his entire career. Other than Dune.
What is the fifth and last movie of your?
Oh, goddamn. We are taking our time on this one. Shit.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go with an absolute stone cold classic comedy. Annie Hall. Just kidding. No, Ghostbusters.
Okay. Oh, okay.
A perfect comedy.
The reboot with the all-female reboot, obviously, right?
Kristen Wiig, legend. No,
way better than the original, right, guys? Am I right, guys?
All right.
One of them just died,
fine
right?
film.
It's fine.
Harold Ramis?
Yeah. No. Didn't the black guy just die?
No, man. No. You're thinking of Louis Gossett Jr. Just kidding. No, it's Ernie Hudson. We don't all look the same.
James, what the fuck, bro?
Ernie Hudson is not dead.
All right.
No.
All right.
No,
I'm going to squash that rumor right now on the show. He will be not dead.
Well,
maybe 18 million people are relieved.
Hey! There is the Throwing Fits Hex. Maybe he's next. You know?
Oh shit! Please don't kill him.
Yeah. Please,
God.
Well, look, we chose these three movies, the ones that we did the merch for, because they have like such stylistic elements to them. Except for The Social Network, that was just kind of like, okay, Lawrence, relax. Like you can have one too.
Don't be.
What movies, like, if you were to pick three flicks to embody the next dark mode capsule, what would they be?
Oh, dude.
What deserves its own like tribute?
Like aesthetically speaking, what fucking really stands out to you?
Okay, The Matrix, number one.
Okay, all right. A little overdone, and this is why we're experts, and we're just throwing you a little fucking meatball down the center. But okay, respect.
Does that hold up? I tried watching it the other night. I got to like
it holds up, dude.
Where like Neo goes to the club and like meets Trinity. I was like, all right.
I'm trying to think of shit people will want to buy.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, that's not the question. We're talking about art, not commerce, Dave.
Yeah. All right.
Put on your David Lynch hat.
Yeah.
Not your Lynchian. Not your
Get Lynchian, you little hoe.
All right. So we're talking about
it's
got to be a black t-shirt. Okay. And so I'm thinking Hot Topic stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to go Hot Topic stuff. So I am going to suggest The Crow.
Ooh, okay. Yo,
Brandon Lee.
Rest in peace, Brandon Lee. 5 times.
Ernie Hudson is in that movie too.
Oh, wow. Are you sure?
Louis
You're sure it's just another black guy?
Not dead.
Okay.
Soon to be R.I.P.
I like The Crow. The Crow. Oh, yo, The Crow is people would buy that. That's definitely on merch. Like, cool guy, Instagram merch level for sure. James, take some notes. That's a good one.
Absolute fire soundtrack.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, so I was vetoed.
We're trying to mine some IP.
I was absolutely vetoed on The Matrix, so let me pivot to something else.
You can stick with The Matrix. Is fine. It's an open source
Matrix,
thing.
Crow. We're gonna go with one more.
Matrix 3, Matrix Revolution,
Boondock Saints,
Animatrix. I feel like that fucking guy from the Boondock Saints would sue your ass for sure. He'd be like, I need a cut of that.
Oh, the writer director guy, the psycho, whatever.
Yeah,
that guy. Yeah, he sucks dick for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna say for the third one, Labyrinth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's more of like a kids movie than what you're throwing out there right now.
Wait, is that Jim Henson? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
David Bowie. Yeah, that feels right for like what you're going for your audience.
And then we're gonna do Fraggle Rock in 2 months after that. Yeah, for sure.
Dark Crystal.
Labyrinth is famously really bad, right? I've never seen it. I'm not gonna pretend like I have.
Bad is like good fucking bad. Relative.
Oh, it is like ironically.
It's
good?
a cult. Yeah, it's a cult movie. People like it because it's fucking weird.
Okay, respect.
Right, David Bowie has a huge cod piece in the movie too.
Nice.
So I feel like big penises has been
the Kyrie Irving size cod piece.
Exactly.
I believe. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're gonna take that those ideas and we're gonna take them back to our podcast HQ and probably spin them up into some miniature bags for ourselves. But talking about your podcast HQ, the next episode of Galaxy Brains sounds like you guys are focusing on Mortal Kombat, which just came out in theaters and on HBO. First of all, where did you watch it? Did you watch it at home or in the theaters?
Oh, at home. I don't know.
What do you think of it? What do you think of it?
I thought it was all right. I thought it's fucked up. There's no tournament in the movie.
Right.
Spoiler alert. It's called Mortal Kombat. There's a tournament in the game. There's a tournament in the first movie. No tournament this time.
Well, they're like, yo, we got to train for the tournament. And the bad guys just like show up at the training grounds. Like,
sure.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, we're not going to have a tournament.
Do they have a tournament in Annihilation? No.
I don't think so. No, because they
straight up fight each other.
In between the first and the second one, the Earth Realm fucking can't say that. Earth Realm loses a tournament, and then they take over the planet. They take over Earth, so they have to like kill them and
Okay. Annihilation happens right after the first one ends, like immediately, and they got
something
a whole
like
new cast.
that.
I watched it so high the other night, and I'm like, this
trash
sucks.
It was terrible.
But the new one, you're whatever on, so you would or wouldn't recommend it to 18 million people listening.
18. I feel like it's recommendable because it is an R-rated Mortal Kombat movie. I think the first one was PG-13.
Yeah,
something like that.
There's
not a lot of.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, we get tons of blood, lots of curse words, no nudity for you 14-year-old boys out there who are looking for a thrill.
Well,
guess what, man? Pony up for OnlyFans if you want to see nudity. Okay,
you do see the inside of a body. I'll say that. What would your
and also you could get
the part you want to see.
And also, if you want to pony up, you get Sonya Blade's fucking OnlyFans for Dave. Like.
No. She's not on there.
Dave, what would your Mortal Kombat Arcana be?
That's a great
power.
Question,
what would your power be?
That's a Pulitzer Prize winning fucking.
Would it be your
inquiry?
Ass? Would you smash
it? Would be the
ass?
It would be to fit in literally any John I purchase, like perfect fit. That would be.
And that's how you're going to kill people.
How are you going to murder people with that?
With
ability?
The swag, guys. With the swag.
What about what's your fatality move?
Okay, my fatality is going to be
you make them feel like such shit about
their head explodes because I'm so smart.
I was gonna say you hurt their feelings so much about how swag you are that they just like they kill the
trash, bro. What is that? Fucking cargo pants? What are you doing? Get out of here!
Fucking yeah. What are those?
Get the fuck
convertible cargo pants that turn into cargo shorts? Kill yourself, motherfucker!
What is that?
Fatality.
What are you wearing?
Yeah. Okay, Dave. That is the worst Arcana and fatality possible.
Okay, fine. What if let's say instead I could shoot lasers out of my ass.
Your asshole?
Does that feel better? Yeah,
out of your asshole.
That one better? Yeah, something
lasers or one
laser. Gonna embarrass me? Something embarrassing? Yeah, sure. How about that?
Wait, how many lasers are coming out of your asshole?
Just one from the hole.
Okay,
yeah,
it's like singular.
It's like Kano's eye, but it's your brown eye.
It's my brown eye. Yeah, exactly.
Except it's Dave's brown eye, dude, versus Kano's red eye. All right,
that's
respect.
Right.
That's cool. All right,
I'm glad you like that one. Fucking hell.
That's what we were looking for. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
We're going to have a Vaporwaver mock something up where you're just shooting a laser out of your ass.
Yeah, we're going to have an NFT of your ass shooting one perfect Moonraker laser, dude.
I forgot that when you come on the show, you have to debase yourself at all times.
I mean, that's our fatality, dude.
Yeah.
Killing your career, Dave.
My publicist is calling. Hold on, what?
You have a publicist. Get out of town,
Dave. You told him about your asshole laser.
I do know
that was a secret.
Also, not to fucking give Dave too many props. He has a publicist. I've seen the email. I can confirm that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
We were
Thank
supposed
you, your publicist.
There was an embargo. There was an embargo on your secret butthole laser, but
she was very specific about it, and thank you for adhering to the embargo.
Dave, in this post-Panini world, we're all vaxxed up. The theaters are opening up again. People are fucking stoked to go eat popcorn and text during the movie. But then also at the same time, we're getting all these theater releases dropped on streaming platforms at the same time. Where do you stand on this like streaming versus theater release fucking showdown?
I mean, do what feels right to you, man. Like I haven't been to a movie yet. I still have one more shot to get. So I haven't been to a movie. I've been to a lot of restaurants and a lot of bars, but not a movie theater yet.
Is your plan to hit the movies like immediately after you get the second shot though? Is that
I mean, 2 weeks after they get the shot, I'm going to go see a movie, and I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. Like, what is a movie that I'm going to risk my life for? It's a hard choice to make. It's Cruella. Not for me.
Probably
I don't think so. Fast 9. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it all on the line for that.
I'm trying to see Ludacris in space.
You're gonna risk it all, dude.
I gotta.
Good to see Han, dude. Yeah. Okay.
See Tyrese on the moon.
So despite that novelty factor that comes with, that fresh, year displaced theater experience, like if new movies keep fucking hitting on streaming, like what are you actually going to do? Be real.
Oh,
are you going to post up at the cribbo, or are you going to like spend $100 to see Cruella, right? Or some dog shit tier level movie?
Oh no, I'm not going to see crap at the theater. I'm going to see something really good at the
but
theater.
Not PTA, something below, like something like that, like a B. Okay, let's say B level.
Okay, let's say Mortal Kombat came out.
Yes, exactly.
Only in theaters.
Or Godzilla Kong, another perfect example.
Those are movies where I feel like you got to see it in the theater because you got to get the big screen, you got to get the great sound, you got to get, popcorn, do the whole movie experience. I saw Godzilla versus Kong and Mortal Kombat on my TV. It's not the same.
No, it's not good. But if Manchester by the Sea was hitting theaters, maybe you watched on HBO Max.
Yeah, well, Lawrence and I actually disagree in that these dumb like action movies like Mortal Kombat, Godzilla, Kong, we actually are in agreement that to watch these at home is cool because like during the dumb fucking downtime where you don't give a shit about what
humans
Millie Bobby Brown or whatever is doing.
Yeah,
you can be on your phone, but then if you're seeing like Minari, you need no distractions. You need to be super clocked in and like put your phone away, and that's like a theater experience.
Yeah, you have
exact reverse. Yeah,
you need to pay attention to good movies. Like, I could check out of Godzilla versus Kong whenever I want and kind of still know what's going on, but at the same time, like I want to pay attention because if I'm not getting that like visceral experience of like the lights are dark and like I'm being quiet and I'm paying attention, then all the dumb shit that's happening isn't going to work on me. Right. So I would say for the most part, the movie going experience at a theater is 100 times better than anything you're going to get at home. You should see every movie you can in a theater once you're safe and able to do so.
Yeah, support
watching a movie at home
chains.
fucking sucks.
And James, you could also solve your shit, like personally speaking, by just like putting your phone in your bedroom when you're like watching a real movie.
So I can't do it either. No,
yeah,
neither can I. I'm not practicing when I'm preaching. I'm just trying to be fucking judgmental, Dave. Goddamn.
When I put my phone away, the Throwing Fits timeline just fucking withers up and dies.
Yeah.
Dave, what are some movies coming up besides Fast 9 in space that you're most stoked for?
I mean, I'm a huge James Bond fan, so I'm excited for No Time to Die. Shout out to my man Daniel Craig, who's 60 years old and looks like he's 35.
You guys boys? You're a Hollywood guy. You might be boys.
Yeah, I hang out with Daniel Craig all the time. Cool. Yeah, we're always just pounding.
You guys get BLTs at the Chateau Marmont,
BLTs.
Yeah, side salad. No
man,
fries,
fruit plate. I love James Bond. I am pissed off that movie hasn't come out yet. So
yeah, but they're smart. I mean, so if that was on HBO Max, right? Hypothetically speaking, just to go back for a second, I would be too tempted to not just stream that shit immediately. But do I know that I need to be seeing in theaters? Yes. And that's like a perfect example of what you need to that's why theaters need to exist.
Yeah. For the movies that I really care about, man, if you put it out on HBO Max or Apple TV or Amazon or whatever, yeah, I'm going to watch it. 100%. But if I have the choice, I'm vaxxed up. I feel safe. Yeah, I'm going to go see it in a theater every time.
How pissed would you have been if you had spent $25 to go watch Tenet in theaters?
I would have been pissed off. I would have been really angry in the middle of a pandemic to be like, I don't know, this is dicey. Like, I shouldn't touch any of these people. Like, I need 5 rows between me and the other person.
I'm too confused to be angry.
The shit is just like, what is this?
Am I the only person that watched that multiple times?
Yeah, I don't know why you would.
Yeah, why?
Because I guess I'm a glutton for punishment.
All right, so
watch it once, Wikipedia it, and then you're done.
Sure, of course.
All right, No Time to Die. Anything else? What about like the Robert Pattinson Batman?
Ooh,
that comes out next year.
What about Zola? What about
Zola? Damn, James is naming bangers right now.
A lot of real fire here. No, I mean the Batman movie I'm excited about, but that comes out next year. Like that's forever.
We're not tripping on that.
No. I guess I'll see Black Widow. I don't know. I don't like the Marvel stuff. I'm not a Marvel guy.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Do you see them all though? Do you not care, but you watch them all?
Yeah, I will because I have to keep up with what's going on.
That's work.
World,
That's a work thing.
Zeitgeist stuff.
Does that go back to the fact that it's just recycled IP over and over and over?
No, it's just like episodes of a TV show. I could watch those at home. I could. Yeah, but I also didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision.
It's not good. I watched a couple. I didn't finish WandaVision. I didn't think it was particularly good at all. I'm a hater, I guess. I don't know.
When you do a podcast about movies, guys, if I'm not getting paid to watch it, it's a high bar to clear. If you want me to watch your movie, I don't know.
Dude. I don't open my eyes for less than $5,000.
That's how you have to be. Kids out there, little boys who are listening to this fucking podcast,
all the little boys,
inappropriate. You should call your parents and say, "I'm sorry, I listen to Throwing Fits. It's not for me." But second of all, do not go to work for free. Do not intern. Do not do any of that 100%. Stuff. Get your bag.
When people ask James and I to go on Clubhouse, we're like, bitch, why would we get paid to talk? Why would we do it for free?
Yeah, I deleted that app the first day I had it. I was like, wait, you want me to work for free?
Sorry, we don't have a pyramid scheme to fucking peddle. We're out.
Yeah,
it just lost all like millions of users. So the Oscars this past year happened apparently a week or so ago. I mean, they were irrelevant, right? They essentially shouldn't have happened. Shout out the grandma from Minari. But what was the fit when you attended the actual Oscars in 2016 in person? What was your fit first off? Who are you wearing?
Again, I'm gonna throw this out there so everybody knows. So I'm not gonna pretend like I've always been a sartorial legend. I was wearing a rented tux from fucking theblacktux.com or something.
Okay.
It was 2016.
We appreciate the transparency, Dave.
I didn't have the money I have now. Not that I'm, crazy well off, but I make enough money
to
where
pay
I could
publicist to get you booked on the only podcast that matters, though.
Exactly. I got nice clothes. I know, I got Drees tuxedos. I got a Gucci
multiple
tuxedo. I've got some Tom Ford.
How many fucking tuxedos you have?
God damn, Dave! How many red carpets are you tearing up a fucking month, dog?
Well, no, I don't have three. So I've got I'm putting pieces together. Like I got the Tom Ford tuxedo pants. I got the Drees white tuxedo jacket. I got the black Gucci.
You're like Dr. Frankenstein in the laboratory.
Throwing shit together.
We're fucking making it work, and it's going to be
I'm cobbling it together from like the real and stuff. Like,
no, sure.
I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, I got all these.
But you're making an effort now is what you're saying versus just renting a joint, which is fine for anyone at home who's
was the Oscars
for a wedding or whatever. It's just,
was the Oscars 2016 the moment where you're like, oh, fuck, like I'm out of my league. I need to
step up. Yeah. I mean, I think so. Yeah. I mean, you see Gary Busey out there rocking a fucking nice.
Getting arrested.
Did Gary Busey outfit you?
He outfits everyone.
I think his wasn't rented at least. I don't know if you guys haven't been to the Oscars. So let me explain.
Yeah. What's it like in person? Tell us.
So first of all, my ex-wife and I drove up in our 2008 Toyota Prius. You have to clear your entire car of everything that is in there, like because they have to check for bombs and guns. Like they look in there.
How many guns do you have to hide?
6 or 7. I mean, it's California, so you can't have as many as you want.
Sure. Right, sure.
So we get out of our busted ass car, and then you walk up to the receiving table where like you show your tickets and stuff, and you go in. And then there's 2 lines.
Can I ask a kind of a dick question real quick? Why were you there? Like
I was covering it for work.
Okay, got it.
It's not a dick question. It's a reasonable question. Why the fuck would I be there? I was covering it for the Guardian.
Clearly,
no, not yet. Okay,
right, not yet. Exactly.
Best podcast at the Oscars is coming.
Hashtag millionaire mindset. Yo, shout out Dave Schilling. I love that. Manifest that king.
Trayvon Free, the guy who won the Oscar for Two Distant Strangers. His short film. He wrote on a Post-it, "This is where my Oscar is going to go," on his desk, and then he won.
Yeah, got that right. A broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out that guy.
All right,
he wanted it. He manifested it for real. He's an incredible talent.
Let me write on my forehead real quick. This is where Casey Musgraves is going to use it.
Take a seat.
Hey, take a load off.
Honestly, take a load off, Fanny. The only thing better than winning an Oscar, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah. Subbing in for Casey Musgraves' spin cycle seat. So you're there covering for the Guardian.
The Guardian. Bro. So you have 2 lanes you can go in. One
citizens
is
and
famous people.
Yeah.
Yeah, celebrity and civilian.
Celebrities. So I'm like, we're in the first, the first line before you get split, and like Sansa from Game of Thrones is there, and Busey is there with his wife, and it's like, okay, here we go. They're separating the wheat from the chaff here. The men from the boys, literally.
Right.
And they send Sansa, obviously, to the famous people.
What's her real name? Why do you don't call her Sansa Stark?
I don't know. What is her name? Sophie Turner.
Sophie Jonas.
Sophie Jonas.
Yeah, she's married to Joe Jonas now.
Yeah, she's the cake by the ocean.
Most famous for drinking a glass of wine at a Rangers game now.
Yes.
Chugging that
very
shit.
famous for that. She
loves
chugged
whilst 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, I think she was blasting a dart too.
Yeah, it was when she pulled out the menthol cigarette where I was like, come on, girl, stop that.
Yeah. That's Dave Schilling's ex-wife, by the way, guys.
Not quite. So Sophie Turner goes this way. A couple other famous people go this way. And then Busey gets up there. And Busey shows his ticket. And they're like, to the right, sir. And he's like, what?
Wow.
To the right? And they're like, yeah, we don't need you on the red carpet, sir. Just go inside.
Damn, that sucks. I hate to hear that. This is depressing.
He's standing around fucking like screaming at people like, I'm in Point Break.
Point Break.
Come on.
He's in Warrior.
My son is in Starship Troopers.
I know Johnny Utah.
Yeah.
Sir, Johnny Utah's
no, sir,
real.
This is unfortunately you are going in this direction. And
I was in Entourage.
Hasn't Busey been nominated for an Academy Award?
I'd have to Google that right now.
How do you look? Did he look fucking?
Yeah, how haggard, bro.
You look confused.
Worse than your Prius.
Worse, yeah. You look more beat up than my 2008 Prius. Nah, he just looked. He looked confused. His hair was kind of fucked up, but it's always been fucked up.
Damn, this is like when me and Lawrence hit a fashion show and get told we're standing.
Damn.
I'm gonna put some of these Busey photos on Twitter and IG. So the Groms can see the photo.
I would like to set the record straight. In 1978, Busey was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor for the Bunny.
All right,
story.
thank you, Lawrence, for correcting yourself.
Up that they did him dirty like that. He's a nominee for the biggest award of the night.
They legit did him dirty.
Wow, fuck.
Yep. So you think Best Actor is the biggest? You think Best Actor is the biggest award?
I don't know. That was very misogynistic, and I didn't think that anyone was going to follow up on that point. So now I feel bad, Dave.
We've already talked about Casey Musgrave sitting on James's face.
Yeah,
so
true.
I feel like everything else is just gravy at this point. I'm talking about the fact that
that's me providing oral sex, not receiving.
Yeah, that's cool, right?
I personally think they should combine Best Actress and Best Actor and just have one award for Best Actor.
Performance, yeah.
You know what I'm
Best
saying?
Actor.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
My point about this was going to be that they ended the show this year with Best Actor.
Thank you. Exactly.
What the hell is that?
And they knew who was going to be.
That's Soderbergh. He's a fucking actor's director, right?
Best Picture is the most important award. When I went,
vibes are
2016.
What won in 2016? What won?
Spotlight.
Let
me tell you one
fucking film.
Yeah,
it was fine. I went to the Spotlight party afterwards. It was like at the
Holloway. Is that cool, or was it a bunch of nerds? That's
All the
Ruffalo.
Celebrities fucking rolled out to go to Vanity Fair.
Of course.
So by the time I got there,
were there any priests at the Spotlight party?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were handing out mints and cigarettes and stuff. What are you talking about, James? What?
Yeah, the bathroom attendants, men of the cloth.
So you go in, you take your seat. I was in the nosebleeds. But you go out in the lobby, and every level of the Dolby Theater has a bar, and it's all free drinks. So you can go out and you can fill up. You can't take them to your seat. It's not like the Golden Globes where you're at the Beverly Hilton and you can, it's a dinner basically.
Open container. Yeah.
So, me and my ex-wife drink a bunch of champagne before we sit down. Because this is when else are you going to get to go?
Take advantage. The fact that you got a +1 is so fire. By the way,
it was tight. It was fucking sick.
Insane. Yeah.
They probably thought I was from England or something. It's like, we're going to really show this English guy how cool
from the foreign press.
Yeah, I'm from Merced, California. Like I don't, whatever. Anyway,
Nate Schilling.
So you have to go out to get your drinks. You drink in the lobby, but at commercial breaks, like during the segment, they're on the air, they close the doors. So you have to go during a commercial break, have a drink, take a leak, and then go back in. So I leave to go get some champagne. Like, all right, there's a commercial. I'll go out, I'll get some drinks or whatever, take a leak. And then I finished. I'm trying to get in. It's fucking locked. They locked it. I had to stand outside.
Commercial break or non-commercial break.
Sam Smith performing his James Bond song. I missed that whole thing. I missed that entire segment of the show because I just wanted to drink too much.
Was anyone else chilling out there with you? Anyone of note, or they knew like what the policy was? So it was just
I was a real dumb one. I was a stupid one who's like, damn, I gotta fit in another.
I hope you went back and you're like, well, if I'm locked out, let me get a fucking top up. You know what I'm saying?
I did. I sure did.
Yeah. Okay,
I just listened with my ear while I drank my champagne.
Sounds like a fire hazard. Sounds like that scene in Inglourious Bastards where they fucking lock all the Nazis in.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna give anybody any ideas.
If they had missed any portion of that car search, you could have done some real damage there.
All
Dave.
Right. No, I'm not. No, don't do that,
right,
kids.
Dave.
Listen.
The FBI is listening. It's just parody, dude.
Yeah,
Dave is not the next. We don't have fucking,
I love Hollywood,
Dorner on the pod.
I love celebs. If I shave my head, I look like Dorner a little bit.
Respect,
I should be
dude.
Dorner for Halloween.
Damn, can we put Christopher Dorner on your mixtape cover for the show?
I've already been planning it out in my head. I'm like, what photo are they going to use of me? And who are they going to put on there?
Christopher Dorner fit pick all camo, bro.
Don't forget Gary Busey. All right, speaking of movies, honestly, the biggest movie of the summer is going to be the summer itself. This shit's going to be a zoovie.
Mm-hmm.
What are some summer fits that you're looking forward to rocking? The shit that's been collecting dust in your closet, the shit that we've been slowly amassing and compiling all year long, that we're ready to bust out. And once you get shot number 2, once you're allowed to walk by yourself with no mask on, what are the summer fits you're ready to unleash upon the population?
I have almost like an 80s vintage like Issey Miyake camp collar shirt. It's like yellow with like geometric shapes on it. I really love that. I have a seersucker like striped suit that I want to wear.
How many suits do you own?
Yeah.
Damn. Like not counting separates like blazers and stuff, I would say probably 5. Like 5 full.
That's sensible. That's a reasonable amount.
And then how many just like blazer sport coats do you own?
Yeah, separate.
20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are they all smackers?
No, I got some beaters in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a not like Target like Goodfellows or something.
What's
not like Kirkland signature.
What's your A1 fucking,
the number 1 on your rotation?
The heaviest hitter, yeah.
Man, probably my Margiela collarless black one. Like the one that doesn't have a collar and it's got like,
a little fashion forward, but like you bust out the big guns when it's time to fucking do work.
Right. When I'm going to go to like, Little Dom's or something, for wine. And I know people are looking because we're all outside. We have to eat outside. And John Hamm rolls up. You want to be looking good.
Right. You want to look good for Don Draper.
Jason Schwartzman comes to the crib.
I got to look perfect for the lead singer of Coconut Records.
Yeah, pretty much, man. You never know. You never know when Zoe Deschanel might come to get a glass of Chard.
Right.
Well, Dave, I mean, looking good, quote unquote, that it's all relative when you're living in the most unstylish city in the world.
Well, here it comes. Here it is.
Being in LA and being surrounded by such trash humans and garbage, both in like spirit and in outward aesthetics.
Yeah.
Do you ever get lazy with your fits and kind of like you're like, well, like whatever, I'm going to be surrounded by butt white tees and Chelsea boots and big hats, or do you take it upon yourself to go even fucking harder?
Like you feel pressure.
I have to go harder. You have to. Like I disagree with all of your bullshit ass statements. And Alana, former guest, and I were talking about me coming on here, and she's like, "They're wrong about LA. They don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand why we love it." Okay, guys, sure, but
sick and twisted.
When you feel like you are in a place where maybe the game is not up to your level, that doesn't give you an excuse to slack off.
100%.
Mean like, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to wear sweatpants all the time. No, wrong.
Right.
It's not about your relationship to the other people outside on the street. It's about what's inside, man. Okay. Style, fashion is inside. Okay. Like that's what matters, is making yourself feel good about how you look.
Think Jordan
fuck everybody else for being trash. Like,
sure,
it's not
Jordan
my
never
problem.
stopped. You think Jordan never stopped going hard when he was up, 30, 40?
No. He's like, we're going to get 60 or 70 on these people.
But I think Dave is a bit different from Jordan, that Jordan is trying to fucking, punish and destroy his enemies, where Dave is trying to uplift himself, bro.
And Jordan had a strong
motivation.
And Jordan had a strong team of people around him, whereas Dave is just a fucking oasis. Desert.
Again,
Dave is a divorced lone wolf with a bomb outside of the Academy Awards.
There is a collective of John's enthusiasts in Los Angeles that all stick together. And we uplift each other.
Yo, so this is a phenomenon that Lawrence and I have kind of become privy to, most notably through the guys that work on the Goldbergs, where there's these like comedy writers that are like also John's enthusiasts. Are you part of that clique, and like, or do they not like you because you're black, or like what?
There is a race problem there.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
for sure.
I know Adam Pally well enough.
Yeah,
like we're not
Pally, Dan Levy, Aaron Kazander, Sam
Lerner.
When I came on the show, I said I got to do better than the Dan Levy, Adam Pally episode. Like, how do I elevate?
You wear Gucci boots, so you're winning. Yeah. You wear Gucci loafers.
Yeah, that's right. Dan Levy had on Gucci Kombat boots. He was really making a fucking effort.
Shout out the boy, bro. Yeah. I think they all went top down too. Like they're cops for sure.
Maybe it's possible.
Is that like a recent thing though? Like, why are comedy writers all of a sudden like? There's definitely always been like a troupe of comics, right, that like fancy themselves John's boys, but like there definitely is now. It seems like the writers behind the scenes are like getting into it and getting into it in a good way.
I can tell you from experience hanging out with other people in comedy and like funny people, writers and that kind of thing. Like the people that are older than us dress like shit.
Yes.
And I don't want to be that balding ass fucking guy who's like working on Mom or something. And it's just like miserable. Like we live in one of the greatest cities in the world, in my opinion. And you guys, I know you disagree, but I feel like we do. There's a lot of culture. There's a lot of great stuff here. And we should be trying harder. Writers get no respect. Comedy writers get less respect than that.
Get no respect.
Yeah,
I get no respect.
Yeah, like Rodney Dangerfield. So we have to start taking respect. Like Trayvon, I'm talking about Trayvon Free. He's always dressed up for stuff. Like he had the full fucking like couture tuxedo. He had like custom Jordans. Like he had the jewelry on at the Oscars. Like he puts effort into his red carpet style. Like if you want to level up in this business, if it's as an actor, writer, director, whatever, you got to dress up. You got to look good. You got to drive a nicer car. Be the person you want to be when you are 40 years old. Like dress for the job that you want is the cliche, but it's true.
All right.
I mean,
you just got a new fucking gig in fashion, right?
Yeah. I am doing a kind of monthly or every other month column for the LA Times about fashion, guys, because I'm trying to give these people, these clowns, the people in West Hollywood, people in Santa Monica, Brentwood, who have no style whatsoever, some education.
Your most recent, the debut, the inaugural fucking column, you were lamenting against berets. What are the topic that you want to tackle next, like expeditiously? Let's get a fucking hit list out here. Not to spoil your fucking, plans here, but like who is on the kill list for Dave?
Oh,
again,
man.
FBI, if you're listening, this is a parody.
There
is no kill list. Christopher Dorner and I are not related.
Not the same person.
No, I mean, I don't see it as like killing, because we get enough shit in LA for how we dress as it is from people like you who say, oh, you guys look like shit. You guys wear nothing but chrome hearts. By the way, I went to Mohawk General Store today and I'm waiting, and like the guys, the sales associates like know who I am. And they're like, oh, can you hold this? Can you hold this? Can I get this size? And these two dudes just decked out in chrome hearts are like big dog in them and like texting and like being assholes, and we roll our eyes.
It's white boy summer, what are you supposed to do, bro?
Yeah, it was fucked up. Anyway, like I don't want to slam LA any more than it needs to be and how it already has been. So I'm trying to uplift people.
Okay.
So I talked about the berets and the thing, and berets can be stupid on the wrong person, but in the
sometimes on the right person too.
Sometimes on the right, yeah. Who knows?
Tony Soprano couldn't even pull it off,
Right.
He had a big fucking head.
He did.
Everything.
Yeah, just like Kyrie. Yeah. So
I wasn't talking about his penis. Talking about his presence.
But But Dave was.
It's a big everything.
But Dave,
have you seen James Gandolfini's penis?
No, he passed away before I was had enough juice in the business to be able to see a glimpse.
R.I.P. James Gandolfini. I wish I had seen your penis.
James Gandalf weenie. Come on, guys.
Oh, wow.
Get that trending. Let's go. Hashtag it. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, don't.
That's racist to Italians.
Oh, my bad. Sorry to all my friends.
And you know they're hot blooded.
Mario and Luigi. My bad.
Yeah, you know they're hot blooded. So be careful what you say.
Jesus. We got to go to Carbone when I'm in town, guys.
Yo, hell yeah. Say less, bro. Get a reservation for fucking 69, bro.
Anyway, berets, like, you know, there's something that like the Black Panthers wore, man. Like those are revolutionary symbols. Che Guevara wore a beret, but on the wrong person, yeah, it looks stupid.
Sure,
no question about it.
Sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say the next thing I'm writing about is bootleg t-shirts, which is perfect synergy for the Face Off, the Old Boy, and the Social Network.
Yeah, what's
mode, Johns?
What's the general thesis there on bootlegs? If you can give us a little teaser.
Billionaires own sports teams, and they don't need your money.
Ooh, fuck yeah. Okay, so
you know who does need your money? Yeah. The person in Koreatown on Wilshire Boulevard who's selling t-shirts to feed their kids.
Also Jimmy Larry.
The boys, the goddamn motherfucking boys.
Independent podcast also does.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Support independent business people.
Yeah, content.
So don't feel bad you're buying a bootleg t-shirt, because guess what? You're not taking money off the plates of the people who work at the stadium.
And Nick Cage and John Travolta and John Woo don't give
they don't need the bag.
And usually it's more creatively done than the official merchandise itself, right?
Exactly. Like there is some fucking crazy Lakers, Dodgers bootleg Johns out there that are better to wear than the fucking corny stuff you get on MLBshop.com or something.
Yeah, sure. And the Cage does need the money, though. He does need the money.
He does. You're right. The IRS is breathing down that guy's neck.
He needs another dinosaur egg.
He needs more fucking Elvis merchandise and grails.
He needs to get married for an 8th time, you know?
The plugs don't put themselves in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, divorce men unite.
That's right. And then the next one after that's going to be about skinny jeans.
Okay.
Inside LA dudes and skinny jeans got to stop. Okay?
Well, Dave,
Dinosaur Jr. is not cool anymore, dude. Let it go.
You keep defending LA against those on the right side of history, aka Lawrence and James.
Sure.
And I get that you're trying to uplift your city and be like, hey guys, you know, for all our faults, for all our ugly fucking, you know, adult acne that is like our Johns and our collective style, like we should be proud. But what are the trends in LA that you think absolutely should, without fucking equivocation, just die?
Skinny jeans. Stop it, guys. Stop. You got to do flannel. Like there's a lot of dudes who wear like flannel button downs and skinny jeans and Vans. Come on, man. You're not in college.
Like the TikToker kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Or these like grown men.
Stop that. Or Converse All-Stars. You know what's very popular here still it blows my mind? The CDG heart.
The little hearts?
Converses. Yeah. Because dudes will go to, you know, Dover Street and they're just like, oh, this kid, they got the hearts Converse.
Well, it's also like
I got to cop those.
It's also the cheapest thing in Dover Street, except for like a brain dead tee.
Yeah, or a coffee. It's either like I'm going to get a coffee or those fucking dumbass Converses.
Travis Scott just wore them. Travis Scott just wore them. So you know it's not going to fucking end.
That was like a psyop, bro. Speaking of deep state psyops, that was like a fucking experiment to see if they can move the needle on those. I mean, those are fucking rinsed.
They're terrible. They're terrible. It's like wearing Rose or something. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
I will say Travis Scott did put everybody on to the Uncle Polly's hat, and shout out to Uncle Polly's, the legendary sandwich shop.
Uncle Polly's is very tasty.
He loves the pod. Shout out Uncle Polly. He likes the pod too. So let's give this man credit.
Uncle Polly's very tasty. Uncle Polly's very tasty, but I do think that as a it's supposed to be like a New York City sub shop, and being in LA, it is again put on this pedestal because it's light years above anything else in that category. But I do think that in New York, it's like, this is a good sandwich, but it's not.
If you're going up against like what, Regina's Groceries or whatever,
yeah, like all the fucking spots like in like Red Hook that, you know, like Dave and myself, if we walked in, like we'd probably feel a little uncomfortable. Lawrence too, actually.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
But
hey, I'm half Jewish, so I feel doubly uncomfortable.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I think
Young
that
Lenny
shout out Uncle Paulie's. Uncle Paulie, send us some frozen pizza. You just did a collab with somebody, I forget.
But Dave, this idea that like Travis Scott put the Uncle Paulie's hat on the map is like a perfect transition to the next question, which is, okay, you are a master of all things galaxy brain. So what James and I
Captain
want
Kirk giving some head.
Exactly. What is your most galaxy brain take on Johns, generally speaking? Like throwing you out the fucking widest possible net universe, just like give us something fucking, ultimate galaxy brain so that we can hate you.
Ooh, boy. All right.
Besides that, LA style is good.
Yeah, besides
that's what I was going to say.
That delusion.
We got some absolute legends.
What hill are you dying on
smoking on that Cali Kush a little too hard if that's your the hill you're going to die on.
Ooh, boy. A galaxy brain take about fashion that isn't that LA is a fashion capital.
Yeah, please don't do that anymore.
You're killing me because that was exactly what I was going to say.
Well, okay. I mean,
you can think about it. It's fine. We're putting you on the spot a bit.
If you have the logic and the reasoning already thought out and you want to spin that web, like we're happy.
I'll tell you exactly why I think this is the case. Because people here dress the way they want to. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it's fucking heinous. But 90% of the city, people just kind of dress the way they want to dress. And in New York, it feels like there's a uniform. It feels like everybody's got to dress a certain way, that like the Martine Rose, you got to wear that, or you got to wear a fucking Wales bonnet, and you got to do all these things to make you like a true Johns enthusiast. But in Los Angeles, people dress the way that feels right for them. And, you think about like the great tailors in New York, but like Koreatown has great tailors. Like you can get a fucking great suit in Koreatown for cheap. You can go to the fashion district and you can get stuff. Like it's not bad if you get outside of West Hollywood, which is, I feel like 90% of what you guys do when you come here is like, well, we got to go to Beverly Hills, we got to go to West Hollywood, and then we got to go back to LAX and fly back to New York. But there's a ton of stuff in Los Angeles outside of that like narrow idea of what LA is.
Okay.
Yeah, think about it, guys. I know you guys are going to come do a live show next year.
I can't agree with you. You know how bad that would be for my brand? Come on, bro.
Look, I have to support my brand by coming on here and defending LA. I think New York is great. There's a lot of stuff you got, like trash on the street, and let's see, subways where people jerk off in front of each other, and Cuomo, and like there's a lot of cool stuff about New York. It's just that I like LA better.
Okay.
I get it, and I love the sensibility.
I hear you.
I appreciate to be heard.
But I don't have the execution. But I don't know if the execution is necessarily there. And I think that a lot of it is just like, for example, I think that even being like having that outlook on thinking that doesn't exist in New York, and thinking that in New York it's like, oh, you got to wear Wells, you got to wear the cool guy brands, like isn't necessarily true at all.
I feel it's true,
and that seems like a very LA sensibility to me.
Oh, interesting. You think
where it's like about like the external, like wearing the right names, wearing the right shit.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I feel like similarly, you're coming at us saying that we all wear Chrome Hearts, which is not true.
But Chrome Hearts is gas. So
yeah, you look good in that stuff. Amiri's tight, whatever.
Would you ever want to work in menswear, Dave? Like,
fuck no. No. There are hobbies and there are jobs.
Right.
My job is writing.
I agree.
My job is podcasting. My job is being funny.
You have had a shitload of jobs. I will say that.
I'm a busy man.
Yeah.
Because the first thing that comes up is the money. Am I going to get paid? Yeah. I mean, I would never want to mix business with pleasure. No. I like to dress as a hobby. I don't like to dress because, I own a store or something. Like if I was incredibly rich, maybe I would open like a store, but like, no.
Well, one of the jobs you had before podcasting was you did work at the WWE.
Yeah, I did.
Is wrestling real?
Yeah, it's all real, man. Everything that you see on the show is real. No, it's not real. I was a writer. We write what they say, man. We had to write all the things that they say. All the matches are predetermined. That was the only time.
By the way, breaking news. We're blowing the lid off this whole fucking thing.
Sorry to all the kids who love Roman Reigns or something.
Who did you like? Do you have a wrestler that
you
were
assigned to? Yeah.
Oh,
what was your beat?
I was never really assigned to anything. Like some people, like if I was there longer, I probably would have been like, you got to hang out with the Miz and like be the Miz's writer, or you have to be like
the Miz,
the New Day's writer, or John Cena, not John Cena, but somebody like that's writer. But I mean, I got canned real fast.
in your before your short tenure, were you a fan of professional wrestling?
Oh yeah, I watched wrestling most of my life.
Okay, so then you're more than qualified, Dave, to answer this question. Who is the most stylish wrestler of all time?
Ric Flair, man.
Oh shit, that's easy. Fuck, we didn't think about it.
Yeah. Not even close. Like,
damn, you're so right. The $700 loafer trailing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, whatever.
Limousine riding, jet plane flying,
Space Mountain.
Big John vibing.
I don't know if you guys saw the 30 for 30 about Ric Flair.
Ric Flair is Joe Vibin, dude. That's what it is. 100%.
But there's this like story where he like exposes himself to a flight attendant, I think.
Yikes.
Just like Nick Cage in Face Off.
Spin his dick like a pinwheel or something. Like he had problems.
Ric Flair was like, I could eat a peach for hours.
Yeah, exactly.
He was an iconic partier before, his various surgeries to keep him from dying. But like, yeah, he's easily the most stylish wrestler.
How much cocaine did he consume per week? Would you estimate?
Ooh,
today? 0
in his cocaine prime.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speculate on his proclivities back in the 70s and 80s, but I mean, wrestlers do all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
Were you privy to like
party? They know how to have a good time.
Were you privy to like people injecting themselves with like crazy HGH and shit? Like,
oh boy, now you're talking about stuff that I have no concept of.
Right.
And I guarantee you
Your
don't.
NDA
because
is still popping right now.
WWE has a very robust drug policy.
Oh, like the NFL, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the NBA. Why were you fired? Yeah. Were you like too esoteric in your writing? We're like, Dave, stop going all Lynch and shit. We just need the fucking man in the Speedo to beat up the other man in the Speedo.
I think
Dave, you're going too Lynchian with the Miz. You need to tone it. You gotta fucking rein it in, bro.
Crank it down.
Why is the log lady coming in and bashing the Miz over the head?
I don't really know. They said like you didn't understand wrestling writing or something, and I was like, I've been watching wrestling since I was 8. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
There are a couple of things that happened. One, Hall of Fame ceremony during WrestleMania weekend. I was watching a Dodger game because I wasn't doing anything. They just made us all show up and like sit there and do nothing because all the shit's already written. There's nothing to do. So we're just like in a holding pen in the Barclays Center. I've got my computer. I'm like, I'm going to watch the Dodger game. This is fucking bullshit. Why am I here? Just let me go back to my hotel room and go to sleep. And then somebody came in and was like, what are you watching, a Yankee game? I was like, no, this is the Dodgers, but I'll turn it off. And he got real pissed at me. And then one other time, it was Friday. Vince was like upstairs or something, but he does not like casual wear. Doesn't like it at all. But he's like, he never comes down on the second floor. I'm not going up there. Who cares?
What's his cocaine intake per week?
And also ND8.
Yeah, come on, dog. I don't know.
Trying to get this man assassinated, bro?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Linda McMahon,
Triple H is going to come here with a sledgehammer and bash my brains in. Himself.
Yo, my man's going to get mysteriously stone cold stunned out of nowhere, dude.
Shane McMahon ripped. That guy's short, but he's built. Anyway.
Short king. Shout out my short kings.
I wear... This was before 2E2 went full fucking Klansman. Yeah. But I was wearing an APC suit and Givenchy white sneakers. And Lord. Everybody who's ever worked with WWE knows that every writer dresses like absolute dog shit, like JCPenney style all the way. They look like Matt Gaetz, basically. Like whatever Matt Gaetz is wearing, the head writer of SmackDown is wearing that too. And the guy, the head writer at the time of Raw was like, you going to play tennis after this? I was like, tennis? I'm in Stamford, Connecticut. It's freezing cold. What are you talking about?
Suit?
You got tennis shoes on. You got tennis shoes on. What are you doing? And I was like, it's Friday. Like we're leaving at 4. I don't know. What if VKM came down from his office and saw you wearing sneakers? And I'd be like, well, I guess he'd fire me. I don't know. I'm going to wear my fucking shoes. I want to be comfortable. I'm sure it was just enough of those of like me being
really
fucking.
You just
prick.
didn't fit in. You didn't fit in.
I didn't fit in. No.
If you were to make it back into wrestling, and if you were to skip the writers' room, skip the nerd shit, and go into the fucking ring and throw down with the big boys, who would your pro wrestling persona be? Like, what would it be?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit this better than I did the Arcana question.
Go off.
I'm gonna be just like Rikishi, man. Remember that guy? He had a huge ass.
Yeah,
he gave the
that's what James wants Casey Musgraves to do to his own face, bro. Yeah. Same shit.
I want her to look same shit my dome.
We have a stink face from Casey Musgraves.
We have a recommendation for you, Dave, if you want it. We had a dastardly divorced dad bod Dave. That's what we were.
Oh, that's my nickname. Nickname.
That would be and the persona would be generally you were like an unhinged, drunk, divorced, slovenly, but like version of yourself, fictionalized version.
But in like a Dries suit, like casual
in a loose, rakish way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like the name. It could be shorter. I think.
Right.
Quadruple D. Fuck Triple H. You're quadruple D.
I think
too
dad
weird
bod
to live, too rare to die. Dastardly divorced dad bod Dave.
I think just dad bod Dave is enough.
Is that how promos work? We're not. Listen, we're not as familiar with the world of professional wrestling. Wrestling entertainment. So that's just where we're at right now, kind of brainstorming.
Well, I'm just trying to you take a suggestion. No bad ideas in a brainstorm, guys.
Of course.
You take the suggestion, you tweak it, you make it better. And that might be why I got fired. Because there were ideas where I was like, that could be better. And they're like, no, it can't.
Speaking of dudes like Triple H or Vince McMahon or The Miz, like you mentioned earlier that you never get starstruck over wrestlers or even hate to say it, real celebs, but you do get starstruck over porn stars, and we'd love for you to kind of break that down.
Okay,
so 18 million at home.
Los Angeles is full of celebrities.
Dastardly divorced dad bod Dave.
It's full of celebrities, but then you go up over the hill to the San Fernando Valley, and now it's crawling with soap opera stars, sitcom, like the fifth guy or woman on the call sheet on a sitcom that you've never heard of before. Or
Tom, Jax.
Right. A Bravo celebrity or two.
All the legends, Ariana, etc. But then you also see, besides reality stars, sitcom stars, and all that shit, porn stars. There used to be like a porn star karaoke night at this bar, but the reason why I personally got acquainted with porn stars is because one of my first jobs in Los Angeles was working for a porn company. Yeah.
No joke, sick.
No joke.
Fuck yeah.
I wrote
were you a fluffer?
Yeah. You just kind of dab it a little bit, and shake it around, and then it just goes crazy.
It's like Ric Flair on a flight, just swinging around.
Yeah, but I have to do it for
like Petey Pablo with his t-shirt over his head, spinning like a helicopter.
You hit the urethra with a quick little woo, dude. Yeah.
So I got a job writing a blog for a porn company. It was called Bluebird Films. And it was owned by a British man who had been accused of stealing pension funds from elderly people in the UK. And so
Boris Johnson, yeah.
The rumor was that he was using the company to launder money.
Of course,
that's a rumor. I don't know if he actually did. So shout out to him for all the cool things he did. At least he paid me a couple for 6 months. But I worked there writing a porn blog, and I had to go to the set every day because we were in a converted airplane hangar in Van Nuys. And so there were sound stages and like little sets everywhere. And so if it's like, oh, we're shooting Babe Runner, the Blade Runner porn parody, you got to come. This was back in the flip cam days. So like I'm filming flip cam videos of like the women and the men getting ready. And like, then I have to write a blog about it to promote the release of the movie.
The women and the men.
So is it like it's a little like hype up, like, wow.
This is Web 1.0 shit.
Yeah. Not quite, more like 1.5, but
Web 6.9. You feel me?
I was on WordPress doing.
Give us a headline. Give us a typical headline that you would have like whipped up that day.
It would be like, let's see, Natasha Marley's first sex romp in the U.S. is in the Bluebird Bonanza, Bonnie and Clyde.
Damn, you ain't no gossip, dog. God damn. And also, by the way, who is Marley? Was that like is that Jamaican porn star type vibe?
She was like a British, like, you know how in the UK, like in the tabloids, they have like
legalized anal, you know what I'm saying?
Women with their shirts off at the back of the tabloid, just like, oh, check out these women. Here's what they're interested in.
Do you ever work with any greats?
Let's see. Who are the greats I've worked with or I've worked near? Chrissy Lynn. One of the best in the biz.
Sure. Okay.
Who else was there?
Need all the fellas at home to take some notes.
Yeah. All right. Let's tap in. Yeah. All my perverts tap in right now.
Bobby Starr was a big deal back in the day because she didn't shave.
Oh.
She was
the calling card.
Legalized Bush.
Yeah.
Legalized. Yeah, for sure.
Who else was there? Oh boy. Man, it's been so long since
Dave, I feel like dead.
I feel like
no, I don't think so.
Good. That's all that matters.
Died that I worked with. I did run into Ron Jeremy at a party. Like we did like a premiere party for
FBI. If you're listening, this is a satire account.
Yeah. You're not an accessory to any fucking criminal activity.
No, I pieced out before he started doing rails and abusing people and stuff. Though I did not stay for the party very long. But
I feel like when they stopped publishing porn site blogs, that's when you knew media was dead. And also, I feel like Dave, you could have like judged up the headlines. I got
laid off, man.
Damn, because of the headlines.
Where won't this man get fired, bro? That's the question. You got to.
If you had jazz up the headline, something like, yo, there must be a bake sale in the valley the way I see all these cream pies or something like.
I wish you guys could have been there for the squirting day.
Oh, that was a day. One day.
So there was one. There was one
splash zone.
I forget. Yeah. No, thank God. One of the grips was, but he was like carrying a floodlight and he had like PPE.
No pun intended.
Pre-COVID PPE on him. Like, what are you doing down there with that shit on your face? What are you gonna do? And he's like, oh, it's a squirting scene. So I have to put the light in front of the stuff that's going to happen, and I might get hit by some of it.
Everyone knows squirting is just pee, right?
It really isn't. It's not. I've had this conversation with many people before. It's a combination of a few things. Look, you would know if you
if I blogged, if you
well traveled as me, if you were a cosmopolitan gentleman like myself, you would get it.
Cosmopolitan gentleman in a head to toe poncho, so I don't get female ejaculate all over my body.
Hey man, you know what? There's a bag attached.
Yeah. Well, we've dropped the D word a few times, Dave, and I kind of want to, get into it a little bit. Is this porn addiction the reason why you got divorced?
Oh boy, no. She encouraged that part. Okay. Because she's like, stay off of me. Why don't you go enjoy yourself alone? And
Lawrence and I, we're not privy ourselves to going through this process. But like when you are going through a split, like during that period, were you going extra hammer getting revenge fits off?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I spent a lot of money.
Like retail therapy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just blowing through money, just like buying stuff and like just trying to show out.
So you couldn't get it in the
exactly. Yeah, you can't take it with you.
It's 100% true, unfortunately.
If you didn't get divorced for the porn work, which obviously we established the ex encouraged, were your fits just too big where she's like, I just can't deal with this anymore?
No, we didn't like each other, Larry. I don't know. What else do you want to say? We just didn't like each other that way.
Cool. Got it. Understood. Okay. For the fellow pathetic divorced guys listening to Throwing Fits, what's the number one tip for dating as a divorcee that you would shoot off, Dave?
So I had a kid, so I wasn't going too crazy, but I went crazy
congrats
enough.
On the sex, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it happened
how rude of us.
Twice, and then we got divorced. So
you have two kids?
One. No, I failed the first time.
Got it. Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, shooting blanks that day. So
I realized you're still in the full squirt-proof bodysuit.
I was still wearing the John from condom. The Naked Gun. Yeah.
You see, like you're wearing one of those like surgery visors, and you see just like
yeah. No, I had PPE on my dick.
So PPE on your PP.
Yeah. So
PP on the PP, and it tells all this time.
I'm trying to remember the question, guys. Let's see.
You had sex.
The question was
sex. Oh yeah, how do you get?
So the dating tips for fellow divorcees.
The first thing you have to do, the first time I was with someone after the separation, it was just like, "Hey, how are you doing?" She said to me, and I said, "Oh, I just got divorced." She's like, "Really? Are you on the market?" And I was like, "For you, yes." And that was really like shot to the moon. That was the point. also, like, if there's some strange people that that have been in your life that you were like, I would never hook up with that person because they are mentally unstable, or they have a shitty job, or like their house is crawling with cockroaches. Guess what? That's the person you should be hooking up with.
They're in the game. That's a play.
Yeah, you have to get back on the horse. You have to try
a slump breaker.
I wouldn't call it that, because I'm not gonna defame the people, right? But I am gonna say, like, if you were on the fence about hooking up with someone, just try
a YOLO bang.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and maybe you'll find out that you're in love with that person. But if you're not, be respectful. Give them the time of day when they
send them a very nice text.
I'm sorry, this didn't work out. Be respectful, all of you.
Right.
Please.
So to recap, lead with the fact that you're divorced, because that's a panty dropper. And then also, to be clear, you want to fish with dynamite as much as possible to find a slump breaker. That's what we're going with.
I think so. I'm not going to call him a slump breaker or a slump buster, but yeah, somebody who you were like, I'm not sure.
You're on the fence about, right? You're freeing your mind. You're being open. This is great. You're trying new things. I love this.
I feel like this meat has been in the fridge a couple days too long. It smells kind of not so great.
Is it sell by or Best Buy? That's when you check the date. And then depending on where you're
Best Buy, you're good for like a week.
You're good for like 3 weeks if you're fucking risky.
Yeah.
In Europe, this would have kept for another week according to the expiration date, right?
Exactly. That's right. What we got to factor it in.
Speaking of not getting paid, Dave, now you are getting fucking paid. You already knew this was coming, my G, but in the interest of salary transparency for all the fucking young media men and media women, like James alluded to earlier, how much money do you make? Put it on the line, dog.
I was talking to Alana about this too, and she's like, I don't want to talk about how much I
She
made.
did not. Like most people, she didn't talk about it.
There's a 1 and a 5 and a 0 at the beginning.
Wow. Let's fucking go.
Wow.
Dog.
Podcasts do pay. Apparently.
I do other stuff. I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, so this is it. This is your total.
This is multiple revenue
bag.
streams.
Yeah, total bag. I'm not gonna split it up into.
And also respect to you, Dave. Most people won't come on here and even give up a slither of the bag, let alone the size of the whole bag. So salute to you, dude. Okay.
I can't believe you make $1.5 million a year. That's crazy.
$1.5 billion.
Do not hide that stuff, guys. Especially if you're a person of color. Tell people what you make. Tell people what you deserve to make. Because I had to work hard at that. I had to fight for what I make. I had to try really hard to get where I'm at. And I think that's true of any Black person, any Asian person, any Latino person, any queer person, like any woman. You have to try harder than Larry. Essentially.
Yeah. And I'm Jewish. So imagine if I was
you have to try even less, Larry.
Larry trying hard is a low bar. So go way beyond what Larry's doing.
Yeah.
The only other person that's really been honest about what they make was another Black guy who works in entertainment that was like, I want people to know so that they can go into that next meeting and be like, well, I actually have this information. Right. I'm actually
Rob or Barber. Shout out Rob. Like don't the best barber in New York.
You absolutely have to,
for white guys.
I will tell anybody like what I make. I will tell, especially people of color, what I make, because they need to feel like it's possible to get out of the shit that they feel like they're stuck in, that's my responsibility, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have like young kids that look up to you kind of as like an OG in the game that's done everything from porn to
working advice and
with Bill Simmons?
I was on some live stream, like some comedy live stream. It was like a drunk spelling bee. And somebody was like, I've been reading you since I was in college. And I was like, fuck off. What are you talking about? I mean, he's a nice guy. I'm glad. Like, he was like probably his 20s, Black guy. I was like, thank you. But that makes me feel bad.
Yeah. Solidarity, but also fuck you for making me feel old.
Yeah. I'm old. I'm fucking old. I have a 3-year-old son.
Yourself.
Dave, what do you like to spend your $1.5 trillion? What do you like to spend your money on besides just sport coats?
Yeah.
Sport coats. And like just like trolling the real on the shitter all the time. I like to go out to eat.
Yeah.
I love gourmet. Like why else would you live in a big city if not to like go out and be outside? Like, that was the worst part about the quarantine, was being stuck inside and not being able to go out. what else? The sporting events, I guess. I'm going to be glad to go back to a Laker game. Dodger game.
You're a live You're a live sporting event fiend.
Are you in the 100 seats, the 200, the 300?
What are we working with?
Nosebleeds? Like, where are we?
Oh boy, I mean, like with my own bread, I'm in the middle,
300 level,
upper middle,
mezzanine.
But I have a buddy whose family has had Dodger season tickets for, I think, since the 50s, since like they moved here. And so he has seats like right on the baseline, right by
Jim Goldstein, right? Or what's his
Jimmy
name?
Goldstein. Yeah. No, it's Larry King. Heard of him?
yeah. R.I.P.
Shouts to the God.
Dave inherited his fucking season tickets.
Jason Bateman is the guy, and Bateman will come in like the third inning and leave in the seventh inning, and he'll wear headphones during the game to listen to the radio.
The radio,
yeah.
Does he keep score?
No, thank God. I mean, my buddy does. My buddy has like stacks and stacks of like score books of like every game he'll go to. He'll keep score. We were at the World Series and he was keeping score. I was like, nerd shit. Man, just watch the game, doc.
What a fucking dweeb.
I know. Well, Dave, you're obviously fucking killing it. Congrats on the launch of the podcast. Congrats on making $1.15 trillion.
Yeah. That's the official count.
Send us some smock, Johns, if you will.
No, you can talk to Kevin about that. I'm not going to give you free.
We are talking to Kevin.
Well, we're going to give you.
He's going to come on the pod?
I don't know. We're trying to figure something out. Not quite.
We're going to give you something for free, and that's a few points of constructive criticism because we want to see you do even fucking better.
All right, guys.
Yo, Lawrence and I, we work a lot harder than people think. Lawrence was over here for, I don't know, like 3.5 hours. A lot of that was just kind of bullshit and like, hashing out like our insecurities.
Drinking wine.
Reading the Discord out loud to each other.
Yeah, smoking weed and shit.
Hanging. It
was cool.
We'll find the time, Dave. Invite us onto Galaxy Brains. Let's talk Social Network for Lawrence. Let's talk Surf Ninjas for me, or Mrs. Doubtfire for me. My two favorite.
You guys are on. You guys are basically on the pod already. It's happening.
Let's go.
I mean, shit, dude, we do our little for reals. We want to fucking take it to, that's fucking a little AAA to some degree. That's a Patreon side mission for the goddamn motherfucking boys. We want to be on the Summer Jam screen, bro. Invite us, whatever your dealer's choice, bro. You can even pick the movie. Who gives a fuck?
You know what we'll do? You know what? When you guys come to LA, we'll do a Galaxy Brains Throwing Fits live show.
Wow.
All four. And
you already know face value is going to be, that's Dodgers fucking 100 level, dog.
There's going to be, StubHub is going to be.
If you want tickets, holler at Jason Bateman. He's the motherfucking plug. Okay, Dave, here's the last piece of constructive criticism for you. Maybe we come on the pod. Mm-hmm. Maybe we fucking rope in some cool Hollywood people. We do a live show, whatever. That's neither here nor there. The first thing that we need to do is you need to profile Throwing Fits for your next LA Times column.
What the fuck am I going to write about for you? Like,
I was going to say
these two motherfuckers hate LA.
Yeah. So I would say to you, let's in a little thought exercise to kind of get the fucking blood flowing because this is really going to happen. What would you see the head and deck being for the profile of us written by you in the LA Times?
Let's see. Two very wrong men express themselves for 3,000 words. A profile by Dave Schilling.
I like how we're not just wrong men. We're very wrong.
Very wrong. Very fucking wrong.
The wrongest men who have ever been wrong.
I could not wait to come on this show, not for any other reason than just to have this conversation and to tell you guys you're wrong.
Well, we're going to get into it a little bit more in the afters on patreon.com/throwingfits. Dave, where can the kids follow you? What do you want to plug? We're at the end of the show. The spotlight is yours, my G.
Too many things to plug. I am at Dave_Schilling on Twitter. I'm at DW Schilling on Instagram. There are fits on my Instagram, but it's mostly pictures of my son. So don't follow me. I mean, you can if you want, but it's not like I don't put the juice on Instagram. I'm more of a verbal guy. So I'm like, I'll put my fits on Twitter. Just follow me on Twitter.
Very verbal platform, Twitter.
Well, no, but the rare fit pick tweeter, which I do appreciate because it is a nice timeline cleanser.
Because it's where my audience is. I know where my audience is, and I'm not going to waste a bunch of fire on Instagram.
Yeah, Galaxy Brains out now.
TL. Yeah.
LA Times column out now.
Let me do it, James. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. I thought you were forgetting.
No. We're just finishing up our conversation. Galaxy Brains, find it anywhere you get podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, all those things. Subscribe. Yeah, they got podcasts. Yeah, probably. I mean,
Anchor, get that.
Ask the Groms. I don't know. we got a Mortal Kombat episode that's dropping. It dropped the week, I guess, before. Star Wars, we're talking about the cartoon, The Bad Batch, which is on Disney Plus. We got Patton Oswalt on the show.
Oh shit.
Fire.
The legend. Yeah.
Short King.
Big get.
Yeah.
Short
so
King.
Patton's gonna be talking Star Wars on there.
Yeah.
And then LA Times, I get my piece drops in the Image magazine, which is the print fashion insert on, I think, the 28th of May or something like that. So look out for that. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Dave, thank you for coming on
Dave,
to the only
long time
podcast
coming.
that
Thank you so
matters.
much, bro. We appreciate you.
God
Jeff,
bless you all.
slap that motherfucking outro music.
For a second there, I thought you disappeared. It rains a lot this time of year. Now we both go together if one falls down. I'll talk out loud like you're still around.